All right, ladies and germs. So, as I specified in last night's late night boxing talk, we're going to be going live for a live Q&A with reigning WBO middleweight champion, two-division champion Demetrius Andrade of New Hampshire. He's going to be coming on. He's going to be fielding questions in reference to Jason Quigley, the upcoming fight in November. I want to get his reaction to the news that Gennady Golovkin is going to be flying out to Japan, and he's going to be fighting Ryota Murata. I want to get his reaction to Canelo Alvarez saying that he wants to fight 4 times next year. Any questions that you guys might have for the reigning WBO champion, you're going to have to send in a form of a super chat because, as I always tell you, my eyes are on the screen with the person that I'm interviewing. So in order for me to know that you have a question you'd like asked to the WBO champion, you're going to need to send in a super chat so I can see the color icon, and then we can take it from there. And it should be fun. Says my connection is a bit unstable. Well, hopefully it stabilizes by the time we get Demetrius on here. Was goody Paul Check, was goody Christopher, was goody Mark, was goody Onyx. Yeah, I'll ask him about Mortal Kombat. I'll ask him. That's definitely a fan question. The boxing community needs to know if Demetrius Andrade has seen both Mortal Kombat films and which did he prefer out of the films. It is Ring IQ Boxing Talk, and we need answers. We need answers, God damn it. I got a lot of questions for Demetrius. I'm sure that you guys have questions for Demetrius. I want to get his thoughts on, what he's going to do beyond the Quigley fight, and beyond the Quigley fight. I want to get his thoughts on the current state of the middleweight division, future plans of perhaps, moving up, things like that. So it's going to be a treat for everybody here. Everybody knows Demetrius gets love on this channel. Y'all know that. So let's see if, link has already been sent out. So let's see if we can't get him on. New Hampshire's own Demetrius Andrade. Good afternoon, Jules. Oh my God, what do I know about Andrade outside of boxing? I'll think of something. Mark, see ya. I was goody. Was goody Surge? Was goody Actual? Was goody Sufami Dan? Was goody Click? And was goody Click? Danny Omega in the building. Aye. Jaguar in the building. Aye. Debs Obs is in the building. Aye. Christopher Jermaine is in the building. Pete GFPE is in the building. Buried Rhythms is in the building. And yeah, man, we're gonna, I don't want to take up too much of his time. He's a busy man. He's got to work out. He's got to do stuff. I want to thank Eson for setting this up. Eson actually recommended that I conduct a brief interview with Demetrius, Q&A with the fans, with the fighter, with the champion, the two-division champion. And, just another day at the office. As you can see, I have purchased yet another flannel hoodie. I love these hoodies. These hoodies love me, and I love them. And I'm very dashing, and when I feel like being like incognito, look, bam, instant Jesus. It's wonderful. It's great. Jesse, shout out to Jesse Quesada. What's goody, my guy? Julius, ask him if he's in negotiations to fight Triple G. Since Triple G is being renegotiated, yes, I'm definitely going to ask him, bro. I am definitely going to ask him. That's actually one of the main questions that I want to ask him. Just, what happens beyond the Quigley fight. Because I actually believe that there's a possibility that we could maybe get Triple G versus Andre, but we'll see. We got to get him on. And yeah, man, we're just going to enjoy everything. And for now, you guys get to look at my brand new flannel hoodie, man. I mean, look at this. Look at this. Bam. It's like I'm a different person. You can't tell who I am. Where am I? Who is this? Is this Ring IQ? Is this someone else? It's amazing. Look at this. Look at the color scheme. Look at that. Look at that. I just blend right into the leaves and stuff like that. Take it off. Oh, I'm a different guy again. Who's this guy? I don't know. Stuff like that. Timmy Nealon was good. Hustle was good. Ralph is unreal. Ow. You know what I'm saying? Rider of the Storm. And yeah, man, still a lot of stuff that I got to get to, even beyond this interview. I still have to get to all this other stuff. because I'm nowhere near done. There's a lot of news out there, which is always good. It's always good to have that stuff to react to. Danny Omega, appreciate you, bro. Most random notification from the best boxing channel. Uh, Appreciate that, bro. Appreciate it. You didn't have to, but I'm glad you did, and I appreciate it. Um, where This one is actually from Aeropostale. I get them from two sources primarily. If it's not Levi's, it's Aeropostale. Wonderful clothes, wonderful fit. The slogan I have for Aeropostale is "Wonderful clothes, wonderful fit, so that you can feel like you're the shit." Aeropostale, and it's not as kitschy as the one I have for Levi's, fresh and fly and ready to die. But I don't actually want to die, so you know what I mean. It was goody Vladimir Fonseca, Joe Lazizi in the building. You reach out to Booboo or he reach out to you? Actually, we have a mutual acquaintance in Isan who sometimes joins the panel here. He actually set it up. He asked if I would like to interview Demetrius, and I said, sure, that would be great. We could do a live Q&A with the fans that have questions for him. Everything regarding his upcoming fight with Jason Quigley, what might happen beyond that, his reaction to certain things that are happening, in the world of boxing. Won't take up too much of his time, but he has a boxing brain, and we're going to pick his boxing brain. We're going to ask him all sorts of fun questions. And it's impromptu because I wasn't sure if it would actually go through. I sent the email this morning to touch base with the guy. Didn't really hear a reply. I think it's on my end the issue because my email has been acting up. I'll send out an email and it won't get to who I sent it to for some time. So Isan is actually helping to mediate this for me, and I appreciate that. Donovan was good. JK was good. Jambo was good. J Mondo was good. Rider of the Storm, what is good? Costco got flannel hoodie that are pretty dope. Hey, man, get it how you live, bro. Costco, Levi's, or Arrow. Get it how you live, B. Flannel hoodies is it, B. Because I could do this, and then I'm like the guy in Assassin's Creed. All I need is the mask, and I'm Assassin's Creed. Little switchblade Assassin's Creed out here, B. It's real out here. Jesse Quesada ask Andrade, will he move up for a Benavidez fight? I will ask him that. Appreciate that, new country. Julius, ask him if a Charlo fight is still a possibility. Also, did you hear about Uzcategui? Yes, I did. And I believe I told you guys something a few weeks ago. And I won't be surprised at all if that fight gets canceled. But we'll see. They have time. So we'll see. They have time to find him a replacement. So we'll see. Yeah, man. Gonna talk to WBO champion. Let's get it popping out here. Yeah, man. The boxing world of news is busy as heck, man. It's really busy right now, you know what I mean? Very busy right now. A lot of stuff going on. He tested positive for EPO. If you know anything about performance enhancing drugs or you're on them like me, EPO is not a substance that you'll find in a cow or a herbal tea. EPO is something that you have to inject into your body. So if you have EPO there, that does not fall in the realm of what was found in Oscar Valdez. I say this because Sonny Edwards, reigning IBF champion Sonny Edwards, he asked why that fight wasn't canceled. And not all performance enhancing drugs or banned substances are created equal. What was found in Oscar, which I believe was what, fen, that's only banned in competition, not out of competition, whereas EPO is banned all day, all the time. And I'm on EPO right now. You can't tell, but that's because I hide it well. Masking agents. Appreciate that, Dre Dot. Ask him how he feels about the motherfucker situation in the Canelo plant press conference when Canelo clearly used that word when speaking to him. Oh, all right, I got you. I'm going to collect all the questions. I got you. I got you. I'm gonna keep it posted to the top. So all I gotta do is scroll down. Demetrius Andrade's adoring public is waiting for him to come here and answer a bunch of questions, and we got the questions. God damn it. A lot of stuff going on, and yeah, man, and I'm not surprised. I told you guys before that I'm very weary of David Benavidez's fight date being so close to Canelo Alvarez's fight date. I said that I feel like they could pull him out of that situation at any time. They haven't. They're saying that they're going to go forward with the fight, but we will see. We will see. I think the most prudent thing to do would be to add David Benavidez to Canelo Alvarez's card, because if he is a potential opponent for Canelo, it makes sense to showcase him on that card. That would make sense. Benavidez versus Uskateki wasn't even a great fight to begin with, because as a main event, it just, it's not a bad fight on an undercard, but as a main event and a standalone fight, doesn't really have much appeal. Uh, I think they should add David to the undercard if it is their plan to make a fight between him and Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez himself says he's okay with the fight. They asked him about the fight. He says he's okay with a Benavidez fight. So then, all right, just add David to the undercard. That's what would make sense. We continue to wait. It's nerve-wracking, very nerve-wracking talking to these world champions, these deadly beasts, these fighters that beat each other up. It's very nerve-wracking. And once again, you guys know that editing is my thing. I don't normally do. There's the champ. There he is. There's the everyone. I'd like to introduce to you the two-division WBO junior middleweight and middleweight champion Demetrius Andrade. Demetrius, how you doing?
What's up, man? How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. A lot of people have been waiting for your arrival. Lots of questions for you in reference to your career. One question that we have here from Jesse Quesada. He asks, Julius, ask him if he's in negotiations to fight Triple G, since Triple G's contract is being renegotiated, and Andrade is open to move up. And if you're open to move up for a Benavidez fight.
I mean, we tried to get the Triple G fight before, and he went on and wanted to do a unification bout with what's his name, Rumada. So I mean, that's what he's doing. And then as far as fighting going up to the 168, that's something we always looking forward to do. And if a Benavidez fight is something that needs to be made and something that's going to conduce and make catapult me to another level as far as the fans' sake, yeah, it's something that we will look into.
Okay, I wanted to elaborate on the first question because we know that news broke that they're amending his contract, and what I wanted to know was there any pressure on the DAZN's end for Gennady to fight you? Because it seems like he's sitting out most of this year. He's not going to fight Murat till the end of the year. Was any pressure applied on him by the DAZN or Matchroom to fight you?
I mean, yeah, they have tried to do that. A couple months back, they tried to force him to have a fight with me. At the end of the day, the DAZN, Matchroom, the DAZN, the DAZN bought into Matchroom, so they realized and they spent a lot of money on Triple G. They spent a lot of money on Canelo, and it's like they're not getting nothing in return. So at the end of the day, they want to see either one of those fighters with high level competition, and my name is always in the mix with either one of them guys. So at the end of the day, if they're renegotiating anything, it's because of that reason. And forcing these guys to say, hey, we're gonna pay you all this money, you have to fight an elite guy sooner or later, or we're not be paying you this. And so that's what happens with Canelo and Golden Boy as well. So it's just coming right back around full circle.
Okay, Dre Dot wanted to ask you about how you felt when Canelo used that M word and motherfuckers. I know you got kids in the background. I don't want curse in front of them, but the M word he used the mother something situation. But at the Canelo versus Plant press conference, he got mad when Caleb used that word on him. What are your thoughts about all of that? And just what are your thoughts on that fight? What's your assessment of Caleb Plant versus Canelo Alvarez?
I mean, it just goes to show what tree you supposed to bark up, what tree you're not supposed to bark up. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to take it to that level, like listen, that's not a problem. But I'm all about getting in the ring, getting paid to fight, and giving the fans what they want. All this MFs and all this tough guy stuff outside the ring, like that's not what a career is. That's not our career. We're not backyard fighters. So all that tough stuff goes out the window. But at the end of the day, we are fighters, and I'm a fight. But I think they know you pull that stuff with me, we're gonna take it to a whole nother level. But at the end of the day, I'm just trying to let people see that this is old school boxing over here as well. It's like, I'm putting pressure on people. I'm popping up at press conferences. All of a sudden nowadays, you can't come and interrupt somebody's press conference. If you want to fight somebody, and these are the levels and strategies that you got to do to get under somebody's skin to make that happen, well, that's what I'm going to do, because I sit back for many years now and just waiting, and it's like, I'm not getting no younger. They're not getting no younger. We want these fights to happen, and at the end of the day, when people, and especially these guys fans, be like, payday, Canelo wants a payday too. Canelo's biggest payday was to fight me as well. So at the end of the day, we are in this to get paid also, and to have that legacy, that glorified legacy, as far as really fighting the best guys in our era.
I wanted to ask you, well, first, Jaguar is thanking you for coming on and talking to the fans. Rider of the Storm asks, how long will Booboo keep campaigning at 160 since every champion is ducking him?
I mean, at the end of the day, I can't fight Deontay Wilder, Anthony Joshua. I would love to. That's a big payday. But I mean, I'm 6 feet, and I don't know what another 50 pounds. I can't hang with them guys at 6'7" and stuff like that. But as far as getting the right fights, making the right decisions, everything's a strategy in this sport. It's a business, as you see. Like, I can't be the only one that has to sit there and go through all the hoops and loops and do everything and fight the toughest opponents that's no names, and everybody else gets to get the cherry picking guys that's washed up on their way out, haven't fought for 2 years, just somehow somehow they got ranked. So it's just like, hey, just a bunch of bullshit.
So I wanted to ask you, because you're a 2-division WBO champion, and I'm a little bit lost about this. Do you have super status to where you could move up and challenge Canelo Alvarez as his mandatory? Because we know the WBO does this for their multi-weight champions, that if you've held the WBO title at more than one weight, they allow you to move up and become the mandatory for, say, Canelo Alvarez. Do you have that super status with the WBO?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's where all the organization, all the WBO, WBC, I think no matter what, if you're a champion and you defended the title and you want to go up or down in weight class to fight the number one guy, I think we all can do that. But at the end of the day, it's not like if I go and petition that, all of a sudden I get that. It don't work that way. I can be still in a waiting period, because Canelo, or the opposite person who is the champion that I'm looking to go and fight, has to say yes and agree to it. And so if they say yes and agree to it, then we can make it happen. If not, then it's a waiting game.
I ask because we know that Canelo, he's going to fight Caleb Plant, right? And then presumably many people think he's going to become undisputed. And I figured that if you have super status, you can force the fight with him or force him to vacate. Because I've seen it done that way before, that if you have the super status, you move up in weight, you say, I want Canelo Alvarez, and he either has to fight you or give you his belt. I've seen that done before.
which is all that stuff is cool. At the end of the day, it's like, you know what I'm saying? Fuck the belts, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just a belt. Like, we all know who is who, what is what, and whose capability and who deserves, or who is going to be the one to give that, give styles make fight of the year type stuff. And at the end of the day, my name's in everybody's mouth when it comes to it, or everybody's head lineup. So it's just, at the end of the day, we can fight with or without it. We're
Okay.
already champions, Yeah, it's nice to say, "Oh, I'm fighting for," but at a certain time and point, does Canelo really need to fight somebody for a belt?
Mm, mm. Rich Mendez wants to know if the Charlo fight is still being explored.
Yeah, of course, of course. That I think that honestly is one of the biggest fights than me fighting Canelo. I think that's
Mm.
a big draw. A lot of people want to see that fight happen, and I'm up to it. At the end of the day, they're the ones that's like, "Oh, we gonna blackball Andre. Well, he's not gonna make no money. He's not. We're never gonna fight him." So it's just like, yo, you guys are getting your answers, bro. Like what more you guys want me to do? Like at the end of the day, I continue to keep pushing and pushing and pushing and try to give people, the best fights. Win, lose, or draw attitude. Like I'm coming to win, but I'm just saying, like I'm willing to put it all on the line to fight whoever claims that they're the best and really see who the best is. Not
Okay.
this, um,
Jesse
all
Quesada
for
wants to
show.
Jesse Quesada wants to ask you, is there any possibility of you facing the winner of Munguia versus Rosado?
Mungia been my. Oh, man. Hold on, man. Mungia been my mandatory for about 3 years now, and the answer he gets to say is no. I don't want the fight. I want the pass. I'll take the pass. Like people want to sit here and be like, what they try to come at me and all this other stuff. But at the end of the day, you got guys, for example, like you said, Munguia, who is my mandatory for the past 3 years, does not want to fight for the title shot. So we can keep going down the same road.
Yeah, I saw that Munguia was ranked at #1 for a while. He's choosing to not challenge for the title. He's choosing to fight Gabriel Rosado. So what do you have to say to those people that they're putting the pressure on you instead of putting the pressure on them to fight you for that title?
I mean, hypocrite type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to favor who you want to favor, but you don't want to see the truth. You don't want to see the facts. Like that's just biased situation. Like the fact is, I'm a 2008 Olympian, undefeated champion in two weight divisions that's looking to fight somebody versus somebody that's like, oh, he's 30, 20, he's 27 and 0, 30 and 0. He's been mandatory. Oh, who's he going to fight next? Oh, we're going to fight Gabriel Rosado. It'll be Puerto Rican versus Mexican. Oh, when are you going to fight for the title shot? Puerto Rican versus Mexican. What the hell, bro? Like, that's just crazy.
Punch Drunk Boxing says the #1 Booboo supporter. Let's go. The most avoided fighter of this era. Is the politics of boxing the kryptonite to your legacy?
I mean, I don't really say so much. There is politics in the sports, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if any of them fighters really believe that they have the confidence to beat me, it shouldn't matter about politics. Just make the fight, pay the money, and the incentive is get more money, pay more money to make it happen. That's what it comes down to.
And speaking of money, Rider of the Storm asks, I understand that you deserve all the money in the world for what you do, but is money an issue for you when making a fight?
Wait, hold on. Say that one more time.
All right, let me go back. Rider of the Storm asks, I understand that you deserve all the money in the world for what you do, but is money an issue for you in making a fight?
Nah, I've been taking pay cuts and I've been taking, pretty much just pay cuts through my whole career just to get in the ring and make fights happen. I still get paid well, but I'm not, I take less than what I'm supposed to do just to get in the ring and make things happen and get things going. So yeah, it's of course it's about money. Of course, this is how we live. We put our life on the line. People get brain damage in this sport. People can die in this sport. So yeah, we want to make sure we have things covered from A to Z at the end of the day for years to come, not just for the moment. But I have never let money like stop a fight happening if it's gonna get me the bigger next step. If it's not going to give me the bigger next step, then it's just like, okay, there's no point. I'm not getting into something that doesn't make no sense for the next big step. So if it don't make big sense, then nah, I'm not taking no cuts.
All right, now Battle Rifle wants to know if you saw the first version of Mortal Kombat and the new version of Mortal Kombat, and which one do you like more?
Nah, I haven't seen the second one yet.
Did you like the first one?
Yeah, of course.
All right, I know he gonna be happy to hear that. I know Battle. He gonna be real happy with that. Andrade, all right. Sergio wants to know if you know any knock jokes.
Not off the top of the head.
I dig it. All right, Joe Lazizi asks, what do you think about Quigley, and does Andrade expect a big crowd at the event?
You know, Quigley is an Olympian. Quigley's, 20-something with one defeat. Quigley was once a candidate to fight Canelo Alvarez. So, it's to be able to even step in the ring with me, you must have some type of, skills and have some type of, heart and be a warrior to step in the ring with me. And of course, at the end of the day, my supporters are going to support me.
Do you feel that being a southpaw makes you more of a hot potato than an orthodox fighter?
Does me being a southpaw what?
Does you being a southpaw scare your opponents off? Do you believe that because you're a southpaw, that scares your opponents off? That makes them less inclined to want to fight you?
Nah, I think that's just an excuse. And at the end of the day, we're in here to fight, not to be like, oh, he's right-handed. Oh, he's left-handed. Oh, why his right foot's in front? No, his left foot's in front. Like, come on, that's what we come here to do.
Oh snap! All right. So the southpaw stuff, that's just an excuse. They just don't want to fight. All right. Napoli asks, shout out to my fellow New Englander, Booboo Andrade from Waterbury, CT. If the Triple G versus Murata winner happens to be Ryota Murata, are you willing to go to Japan to fight him?
Japan is someplace, I would like to go if I could. Yeah, it's all good with me, you know what I'm saying? But it will, of course, would be nicer to be in the U.S. But I'm an international guy anyway. I'm internationally known. So, I'll take my skills and talents and my looks, you know what I'm saying, across the season. You know what I'm saying? And be like, chi-chi-chi.
I dig it. All right, we got big fights coming up. I got to pick your brain. You know this sport. You know this business. Terrence Crawford, Sean Porter, who's going to win that fight?
Oh man, that's whew. Those are two of my brothers that I cannot pick, aside. But I couldn't say it's going to be a hell of a fight. Definitely they're going to get we're going to get well worth the bucks, of course, for the show, and they're going to get well worth the bucks for the fight. So I mean, it's the bull versus the matador type style, and but the bull does have a brain, so he knows how to get in there and let them things go. So it's going to be an interesting fight.
Did you see Joshua versus Youssi? And if you did, what do you think Joshua should have done to Alexander Youssi?
I'm not one of them people that be like, oh, I'm a fat person that sits on the couch and be like, I would have threw a jab. I would have done this. I could do better. Nah, I'm not one of those guys. You know what I'm saying? But this is real facts. You know what I'm saying? This is real facts. Anthony Joshua, right? Okay, got 2 losses. And his 2 losses came from 2 nobodies. And when I say nobodies, when people sit there and be like, I fight nobody, just because I don't fight the most popular guy don't mean I don't fight the most dangerous guys out there that's coming to make a living and eat and hungry, just like, somebody that's coming to eat and that's hungry. Mm-hmm. So for the people that sit there and say, I don't fight nobody, Joshua lost against 2 nobodies. Anyone believes he's nobody. You said he's nobody. There's somebodies, but they're nobodies. They're not as popular as Anthony Joshua. They're as popular as Canelo. They're not popular as these guys, but they come and they fight. And I'm that somebody that's a nobody. I will fuck up the guys you think that are somebody. Trust me.
All right. So, do you like his chances in a rematch? Like, will you go to your bookie and tell him, I'll put $10,000 on Joshua to win the rematch? Do you like his chances?
I don't know. I don't know about all that, but I told the zone, I told Matthew back in the days, I was like, yo, I'll go on the Anthony Joshua undercard. You know what I'm saying? That's exposure. That's something I do. And also somebody gotta hold it down for the people. You know what I'm saying? Especially the black people. Somebody gotta get the W. You know what I'm saying, man? Somebody gotta.
I want to ask you about last night's fight. Do you think it's all right for boxers to cross over into mixed martial arts? Are you for it or against it?
Listen, whatever. I don't knock nobody's hustle. That's what they want to do. That's what they do. That's what they want to get it. That's what they want to be known for. Go ahead and do it.
Would you ever cross over to the octagon?
Hell, motherfucker, no.
All right. So I want to pick your brain about who do you believe are your top 5 fighters in the sport of boxing right now, not including yourself.
Who's my top people that I like in boxing?
Mm-hmm.
I like who I like. I mean, I have my people I grew up with. You know what I'm saying? I went to the Olympics with Sean Porter. I went to Terrence Crawford. I went with Deontay Wilder. Like, these are like people with my brother and stuff like that. Like, outside of them, the people that I've been like looking at, you know what I'm saying? I like Telefino Lopez, of course. Like, we've been in the gym together when he was super young. I like that Jonas kid, I think his name is, from Philly.
Mm-hmm.
Not too sure.
Jaron Ennis.
Yeah.
Jaron Ennis. He fighting this weekend.
Yeah, I like him. I like the new kid they call Big Baby. I like the kid that fought Sanchez the last fight, the Nigerian dude, I think his name. I like
F.A. Ajagba.
Yeah, I like him. What's his name? The Puerto Rican cat that's fighting, I think, tomorrow or on ESPN.
Xander Zayas?
Nah, I think his name starts with. I think it's like named Jesse or something. I gotta look on this thing again, but I think he's with I think he's like New York based Puerto Rican kid, like maybe 130 or something like that. Like, these like new people, new kids I see doing the things. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like my people, but these are new people I think that can definitely make a mark in boxing. But yeah, I'm still looking, and I love to see all the new talent that's coming in, people that that's real prospects.
All right. What's your favorite boxing movie? If you watch boxing movies, which is the boxing movie that you watch? Ali?
Yeah.
The Will Smith one?
Yeah, of course.
All right. Xbox or PlayStation?
I know I did the Rocky Balboa and Mr. T thing with Canelo. Wow, you know what I'm saying? But Muhammad Ali is the realest deal out there.
All right. So Xbox or PlayStation?
PC.
KFC or Popeyes?
Neither.
What? So what you eat? Chick-fil-A?
Huh?
Chick-fil-A?
I mean, I had that once in a while. I'll definitely pick a Chick-fil-A before. Like, back in the days I had KFC, you know what I'm saying, when I was younger. You know what I mean? But I don't eat like that no more. So usually I just drive by. Like, when you was young, your mom like, can we go by? Or Dad, can we go get? And we just go buy it and then drive by it and we had to wave at it. That's the shit.
I dig it. All right. So I think we're all through with those questions. I guess what I want to ask now is just beyond the Jason Quigley fight, what do you see yourself doing beyond the Jason Quigley fight?
Living my life, you know what I'm saying, making great investments, taking care of my kids and my family, mom and dad, and just giving inspiration and hope and drive to people around me and people that see what I do, and let them know, like, yo, no matter what obstacles in your way, just keep driving, yo. That's it.
What about the film that you're working on? A lot of people got a message about a film that you're working on. I believe it's called Fist of Justice. Talk to us about that.
Yeah, I mean, I can't get into too much details, but as far as like, yeah, just at the end of the day, boxing is a bread and butter for me to be able to like go out here and make things happen. Make investments, of course, and but I can't say I'm ever going to make all the money in the world, or I'm gonna be like Floyd Mayweather, make all the money in the world. So I have to use my mind and my creativity to do what people do and make money elsewhere. So this movie, Fist of Justice, is pretty much a relative situation where it's boxing and MMA, but the story is nothing about boxing and the story is nothing about MMA. It's we just use those two concepts to like put it all together, but it's pretty much a story about the cartel and somebody working in the cartel and somebody trying to get revenge for a sibling that was in the cartel, pretty much. And it's definitely a deep story, and so pretty I can't do that. I can't spell the beat. Wait, hello? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. It froze up for a little bit there.
Yeah. No. You guys almost got me. I almost spilled the beans for a second. I almost spilled the beans on the movie. I can't, you know what I'm saying? But pretty much what I was saying was, it's two sides of the story, and one is trying to get revenge, and the other one is, trying to be on the safe side. But it's pretty much. So a brother used to work for the cartel. He gets like cartel does some crazy stuff to him.
Now, don't get a whole plot away. Next thing I wanted to ask you, don't even give him the whole plot because you're gonna give him the whole movie. The next thing I wanted to ask you is, what is the best advice for young fighters that are just breaking into the sport of boxing?
I think, as far as like veterans, like as myself, like I'm a vet as far as like an OG in the sport, like I have, been in for many years, and the things, not everybody's fortunate to maybe sign with Al Heyman, Top Rank, Golden Boy. And even if you are fortunate to sign, doesn't mean you're going to get whatever. I would definitely tell them, like, stop treating these promoters just like boxing treats you as far as pound for pound list. You know what I'm saying? Really, who has the track record? Who's really going to do what for you? And, always have a lawyer present. A lawyer that works for you, not them. And every dime out the promoter's pocket, is a penny less in their pocket that goes to you. So there's no friends.
No friends in boxing. That's the advice. I dig it. So last thing, what should we expect on the night of the fight with Jason Quigley? What can we expect from the reigning WBO champion?
Last time you guys got the uppercut professor. Last night, you know what I'm saying? I was throwing uppercuts I'm sending boys to the moon with uppercuts all night. Now, I'm not too sure what I'm gonna do this time, but it's gonna be definitely a tool. People gonna be like, "Holy shit, I gotta start working on that shit again." Because that's the difference between me and a lot of other fighters. Like, you can actually, watch and see and learn and see what type of tools that your boy has. But listen, it's going down. I'm coming there to make a statement, of course, and to be like, I want payday.
Oh, snap. Demetrius, thank you for coming on. Thank you for your time. Best wishes to you and your family. Best wishes on your next fight.
Thanks, man. Have a good one.
All right. This is Ring IQ Boxing signing out.